Okay, some stocks I'm going to be watching on Wednesday. Keep in mind, these are just potential day trades. Not looking for swings in any of these. And the market's fairly weak. China's weak. So most of these, it's kind of understood or implied that the market will be bouncing or strong or showing some intraday strength before I'll take any of these setups as well. So it's all on an intraday basis. But having said that, YOKU, if China shows any strength, you don't have the 50-day on this chart, but it's close to that green line there. So YOKU, potential bounce play, a pretty good 3-day sell-off, getting near support, and just barely took out the 50-day. So we may get a snapback bounce on that one. Sorry about that. KBH, home builder, nothing pretty here, but KBH has had a nice bounce off 1750 here, a bottoming tail there, and again a tail today. So this one could bounce again with the home builders and with the SPY. May take a bounce in KBH. Hold on here. SMSI. Very nice pop, and then 2 red days on declining volume. Very good setup there for a bounce play. DANG again. This will be with China, but a huge move here. Almost feels like 2 days down isn't enough for this one, but it did. It did touch the 8-day moving average today. So oftentimes that's where a very strong stock will bounce. So that one goes on bounce watch. PPHM, another example of a big move, and now hit the 8-day moving average. That goes on bounce watch. SQM, big move here. Actually, a big move here, a little 3-day consolidation, and then a second move. And now really about 4 days down into the 8-day, and the days are much more narrow than these big ones. So that's a good candidate for a bounce play. MXWL, another one down to the 8-day. DGX on long watch here. A nice pop today. Great relative strength compared to the market. Looking for some more upside here. LJPC. This is just something I have to have on watch. Is it going to fill the gap? Who knows? But it held up pretty well after the market opened today. So we'll keep our eyes on LJPC. I don't even have it on the list, but while I'm thinking about it, OXGN closed at 242, and then after hours. Whoops. There you go. I didn't have after hours on there. And after hours, this thing went all the way up through $6. So certainly one to watch tomorrow. That's, you can't even see. I have to go to the weekly chart to see where $6 was last time. All right. Anyway, that one's also worth having on. Like I said, it's not on my list. Sometimes those gaps are too big. I don't even like to trade them. I feel like the algos get a hold of them, but won't cost you anything to have it on a chart. HIMX, very strong breakout, and then I'm thinking maybe the selling today just due to the overall market. So that's also a good candidate to have on long watch. And DRI, I'm actually kind of interested in a short. It's up about 3-4 days in a row into the 200-day, and I don't think you can see it on here, and the 50-day as well. So a couple significant moving averages. That one is actually on short watch. Other lower volume ones that I think are still worth having on watch are this PXLW, CDTI, big move today but gave most of it back. OPTT, YOD is not that interesting. XGTI, just looking at my notes here, not that interesting. GLNG, kind of interesting. Really big move there, and you're down about 4 days in a row nearing the 8-day. OXBT, not very compelling, but that one is overdue for a bounce, and that one, when it lights up the new highs ticker in the afternoon, generally you can get a nice trade. So having OXBT just on a chart while you're trading can pay well if you happen to see it getting ready to break the high of the day, and you can be kind of the first group in. So that's something we try to do in the chat room. And DARA, the gap up, another gap up, and this one is kind of trying to turn back up here. There it is on 60s. It's interesting to me, but it's not exactly a beautiful chart. I do like it up over today's high. So put in your notes 318. This one could get a nice move higher. And that's the list I'm starting with. We'll find some stuff in the morning as the market. We find gappers before in the pre-market session as well. So believe me, that's plenty enough to start with. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.